안녕하세요 여러분. 오늘은 오픈레저와 함께 처음으로 오프라인에서 AMA 시간을 가지게 되었습니다. 오늘 준비된 질문에 대해서 오픈레저의 코어 컨트리뷰터 람과 함께합니다. 안녕하세요. 불개미 커뮤니티 유저들에게 자기소개 및 프로젝트에 대해 소개 부탁드립니다.
Yeah, of course. Hey guys, I'm Ram. I'm from OpenLedger. I'm one of the core contributors at OpenLedger. I've been in the space for a very long time, probably about 8-9 years or so. Been building a blockchain R&D and an ML service company. We've worked with a lot of enterprises in the space. I think I've spoken about this as well. We've worked with Cadbury's, we worked with Walmart, GSK, Sony, Viacom, and many more brands as well. For all of these brands, we had provided Web3 based solutions and also ML based solutions as well. So we had a understanding of how these enterprises look at Web3 and ML. There's a lot of need for a solution where they could productize this. We were doing it more as an R&D, and initially Web3 was more an experiment, right? And AI was also not so big. But we had worked with so many people, and we had an experience of working with at least like maybe 30 plus enterprises, and we would have been building quite for quite a long time. And we also had an experience working with smaller builders as well. We wanted to see how this can be productized, right? How a crypto AI company can be productized, how to build around the space. Even though we were making very good revenue, right? We were doing probably like around maybe $40 million plus ARR, and as we were like doing this at a peak, like it was between 30 to 40 million, but we kind of understood that this can only expand so much. This can scale only so much. It's gonna not create a large impact. It probably will create impact for smaller or enterprise businesses. It's not going to create an impact for the common man, right? We wanted to see how this can be productized, how this can be taken much more bigger. So OpenLedger was an experiment or an incubation internally about a year and a half back, and then we came out of stealth about a year back, and we started announcing that we're building OpenLedger, right? The idea behind this was to build a purpose-built layer 2 blockchain that can enable AI models to be built very seamlessly, right? In AI, there is always compute, data, and models, which are three pillars of AI. A lot of people have been focused on the compute side, but not many people have been focusing on the data, the model side, right? For this, you need an end-to-end solution where people can collect data sets, people can build models with those data sets, and also reward the people who are providing these data sets, right? Because that's how you make the community inclusive as part of an AI development. You don't want to make sure, like you don't want to be in a company or a firm that is not rewarding the contributors, right? So that was the moat, to build a blockchain that can make users inclusive and be a part of an AI development. That's how OpenLedger was born. Think of OpenLedger to be a Web3 version of various other platforms like Hugging Face or Kaggle, where data contributors, model builders can collaborate together with data and build specialized AI models which need a lot of specialized data, which is not usually found on the internet, right? So that is what we are building at OpenLedger. We started last year, as I told you. We raised about $11 million, about $11.2 million till now. Polychain Capital led a round along with various other venture capitalists like Borderless Capital and Hashkey and many more other investors as well. We have a lot of predominant angels that have been part of our cap table, like Sriram Kannan, Sandeep, and Kenny from Manta, Balaji Srinivasan, and many more folks who supported us as friends and also as angels. And we are quite excited about what we are doing right now. We are in Testnet and we'll go mainnet soon. And happy to be here in Korea, engaging with the community and talking to you guys.
네, 감사합니다. 여기 밑에 자막으로 잘 나가고 있겠죠. 대충 번역해 보면은 반갑고 이제 코어 컨트리뷰터 람이고 이제 오픈레저의 대략적인 설명을 해주셨는데요. 그러면은 이제 한번 질문 시간으로 넘어가 보도록 하겠습니다. Okay, perfect. Let's move question section. 사전에 이제 소개할 때 어느 정도 이야기를 해주셨는데요. 투자사. 이제 사실 우리 같은 리테일 투자자들은 투자사를 볼 수밖에 없는데 투자사 자랑을 한번 요청드리고 싶습니다.
So as I mentioned, we're backed by Polychain Capital. We've raised about $11.2 million till now.
Is it Polychain Capital is lead investor for you?
Yes,
Okay.
they led a round, and we have few more investors as well. Borderless Capital is one of our investors. Hashkey Capital, I'm sure you would have heard about it.
Hashkey, based in Hong Kong, right?
Based out of Hong
Okay.
Kong. They've been very helpful, especially in the Asian region. They've been very helpful for us. Apart from that, we have other predominant VCs as well, like TRGC, Hash3, Stakes, and many more. We also have a lot of prominent angels and friends who have backed us. Sriram Kannan from Eigen Layer, Sandeep from Polygon, Balaji Srinivasan.
Balaji, yeah, I heard it,
He's ex-Coinbase,
Yeah.
and he's a very popular person. And we've also been backed by Kenny from Manta and few other notable angels as well. So we're very fortunate to have them on our cap table. We started incubating OpenEdge was basically an incubation about a year and a half back. And when we came out of stealth, I think Polychain Capital was one of the first guys who backed us. They committed very soon, and then we had few other VCs that followed, which I told you about as well. And initially we were focused more towards data, bringing data on chain. But we also knew that we have to evolve from there. It cannot just be around data. We wanted to build around the crypto AI space. Polychain is a team which really encouraged us to go ahead and do that. And also, since we had a background of machine learning and blockchain based R&D solutions, so we decided it's better to focus in that particular region, in this sector as well. So started building OpenEdge around that. Once initially we raised about 8 million in seed round, and then we've done multiple rounds after that. So it's quite exciting. We in fact had an echo round about 6 months back, around like January, and we raised about 2 million under 30 seconds. It was one of the fastest raises in echo. We're very fortunate to have the community also back us. We did that round so that the community can also invest into the project and be part of that. So we're very glad. A lot of Echo investors have actually I've actually met them in events and conferences. A lot of them have become good advisors to us, good friends to us. So I'm very glad that the community is very plugged in with OpenLedger. So we've raised about $11.2 million till now.
네, 정리하면은 폴리체인 캐피탈이 리드를 잡고 해시키, 그리고 제가 보니까 파이널리티도 있더라고요. 그리고 발라지, 코인베이스에서 일하던 C레벨인데 그분도 이제 엔젤로 참여했고 생각보다 빵빵한 투자진들을 확인할 수 있었습니다. Okay, thank you for your detail. So let's move to question 2. 네, 두 번째 질문입니다. 오픈 레저는 이제 POA, Proof of Attribution이라는 증명 방식을 사용하고 있는데요. 이 작업이 그리고 이 방식이 어떤 방식으로 블록체인을 검증하고 오픈레저의 제품을 동작시키는지 설명해 주시면 감사하겠습니다.
Yeah, so OpenLedger, as I mentioned to you, is a purpose-built layer 2 blockchain, and as an important component in AI is, as I told you, there is compute, data, and models. We wanted to focus more on the data and model side, and we wanted to enable people to build AI models on us. And if you take a look at AI models, it starts with larger language models like DeepSeek, Llama, or any other model that you see which is open, like Mistral and all that. All these are larger language models which are trained on internet data, right? They basically scrape the internet, have very generic knowledge that is fed into these models, where you can have questions answered most only on generic based topics, right? But if, let's say, AI has to be used in a particular sector, for example, legal or healthcare or in a particular programming language, you need to train these models with those data sets, which have to be specialized for those data sets. We've seen a lot of organizations out there, like Bloomberg. They came up with Bloomberg GPT, which is a finance model trained on finance-based data sets. So OpenLedger was built for this, to enable people to collaborate with specialized data sets and build models which are specialized to a particular sector. And we wanted to enable these larger language models to be much more better, much more specialized, right? It's similar to how humans are. Like, for example, I've specialized in engineering. You might have specialized in research and media and all that. So there are people who are specialized in a particular sector, right? We always go for the specialized person. We always go to the expert. We seek any kind of service or need, right? We go to a doctor. Let's say if we want we have a problem in our ears or something like that, we go to an ENT specialist, right? So it's always better to go to a specialist than go for someone who is very generic. That's the very similar thesis in AI as well.
For a specific area.
Yes, for a specific area. And we've seen consistently over the last 2 years or 2.5 years as the ChatGPT boom started, that models have become much more specialized. Large language models have been very generalized. They solve the predominant problems, but for a particular sector, if you want much better precision, then you would need to go for a specialized model. And we've seen models being launched which are specialized, which are much better than the generic models, right? So that was what OpenLedger was built for. We didn't see that there is any particular platform out there which provides a solution which lets people contribute data, build models collaboratively, and then reward them back, right? To bootstrap and build. There is Hugging Face and Kaggle and all that, but it's not monetizable. It's more open source driven. So we wanted to use crypto elements to make sure that people are benefited as part of the process. Anyone across the globe, it could be an average human being, or it could be an expert. Let's say I'm an expert in programming language like Solidity. I could contribute my data sets. And let's say there's a very question which is around particularly, let's say, sleep data, right? Which an average human being can go ahead and contribute that. Or it could be a question about your mental health that an average human can contribute. We want to enable a platform that can have expert skilled specialists to contribute data, and also any human across the globe to contribute data as well, based on the models that are being built in the platform. And then as these models are being built based on the data that is provided by a special skill person or a company or a subject matter expert or an enterprise or an average human being, who based on this they collect data, and the models get built based on the data sets being collected. As these models gets used, as these models make revenue, on the model's revenue, we wanted to make sure that the data contributor, the average human or expert, gets rewarded for that, gets to be part of that. But it's not just about rewarding them, right? You contribute data, I use that data, build a model, and then I pay you back. You should be able to verify that. You should be able to see it on chain. That's the core element of a blockchain, right? Everything is verifiable. Everything can be checked on chain, right? So as a data contributor, once you contribute data and we build a model out of that, every time this model throws an output, gives an answer to an agent or a user, on that output, we figure out which data caused that inference to happen, right? And then we plot out the impact of the data set that was causing the output to happen. Based on the impact, we share the revenue to the data contributor. That's where we attribute, right? We showcase, okay, you went ahead and contributed a data set, I did, and 100 other people did. Assuming that your data set had the biggest impact, let's say 40% or 50% of the inference of the output that came in, you should share a significant portion of the revenue, right? You should get attributed accordingly. So that's the proof of attribution that we've created. We compute this off-chain. It's based on a paper called Data Inf. It was written by a Stanford professor who we researched this for. Our layer 2 is built on that particular paper, right? So what it does is basically on a model's output, we figure out which data caused that output to happen, right? And then we attribute showcasing these are the data contributors that caused these output, and then we can use a contract call to basically reward the revenue based on the data that is contributed and attribute accordingly based on the impact that is there. So that attribution is put on chain. It's basically computed off chain and then it's posted on chain. So that's the proof of attribution that we have built. So this enables any data contributor to verify on chain to see how his data is being used, how his data is being used in a model, and what is the impact he created in the model's output. And he can verify it on chain that the data that he provided caused so much impact. That's why he's getting paid, a certain amount of tokens. So that verifiability is very key to have a sustainable flywheel to happen, to enable more and more people to participate in the ecosystem. They have to participate in the ecosystem not because they like OpenLedger, they have to participate because they trust this process, they trust the code, they can see it verifiable, and that's what makes it scalable, right? That's what makes it a cyclic way to have more and more people participate. We've seen this happen with other blockchains as well. We've seen this happen with various other platforms outside. We want to make sure that it can be implemented for model development, the AI model development. So that is what the overall reason behind why we build proof of attribution, and that's how it works as well.
네, 제가 짧은 영어로 이제 살짝 요약을 해보면 제가 사실 질문한 거는 POA에 대해서 질문했는데 약간 저는 조금 더 주목할 수 있는 포인트는 데이터의 주권이 결국에 데이터를 제공하는 사람들에게 리워드가 가는가. 챗GPT한테 우리가 하루에도 엄청난 질문을 쏟아내는데 챗GPT는 사실 우리한테 그거를 이제 학습해 가는데 우리한테 뭘 주지 않거든요. 오픈레저는 줄 수 있는 그런 생태계를 구축한다. 이렇게 이해를 했습니다. 저는 약간 POA보다 이 부분이 좀 더 인터레스팅 하긴 하네요. 네. Okay, thank you for really detailed answer. Let's move to question number 4. 오픈레저는 지금 유저들이 꽤 많이 관심을 가질만 한데 그리고 한국 커뮤니티에서 실제로 이제 꽤 언급이 되고 있더라고요. 저도 이제 공부하다가 오픈레저에 대해서 포스팅을 작성하기도 했고 그러면 유저들이 직접 오픈레저 생태계에서 지금 참여하면서 활동할 수 있는 뭔가가 있을지 궁금합니다.
So it's been a year since we are building OpenLedger. There are three major components in OpenLedger. The first component is data contribution layer. The second one is the model development layer, where people can use the data to build models. The third is the deployment and the attribution layer, where they get rewarded. We are running a testnet for the data contribution layer right now. We have Epoch 1 and Epoch 2. The Epoch 1 was enabling users to download a node and run that node so that we can use their bandwidth to collect internet data to build one of the first models that is being built on us right now. So we rewarded people as points for the data sets that they contributed. Epoch 2 lets you go ahead and contribute actual data sets itself, where you can actively participate and answer questions that's being asked in the testnet. We want to test out the product. We want to also get a feel for the users to see our product and see how it's working as well. These are questions around very generic content, or it could be a very specific question to a particular skill set. And we would love to have the Korean community participate on that and answer these data sets based questions as well. We're looking to have like a special campaign for the Korean community as well. So which could be around the Korean culture or language or aspects around that as well. So soon we will announce about it, and we'll love to have you guys participate.
네. 이제 이 제품의 핵심 구조를 보면은 사실 유저들이 데이터를 제공하고 그거를 이제 오픈레저의 프로덕트가 학습하는 구조인데 이거를 참고하면은 명확하게 이야기해 준 게 그런 인센티브 리워드를 얻을 수 있다 이렇게 말씀을 해주셔서 에어드랍 작업하시는 분들은 이 부분도 꼭 참고하시면 좋겠습니다. Okay, perfect. Let's move to question number 4. 오픈레저는 이제 막 시작하고 있는 프로젝트인데요. 이제 뭐 투자 라운드도 더 열심히 받아야 될 거고 이제 상장까지 잘 하고 이후에도 계속 그 제품 운영이 잘 진행이 돼야 될 텐데 결국엔 지금 사실 초기 단계가 맞습니다. 이 초기 단계이지만 이제 결국 이 프로젝트가 가지는 궁극적인 비전이 있어야 될 텐데 그 비전이 무엇인지 한번 여쭤보고 싶습니다.
The ultimate goal is to enable as much as models to be built in our platform. Pretty much, so we have like 10 models being built in our testnet right now. The ultimate goal is to make that 100,000 models, right? Have more and more people build models on us, and have people across the globe contribute data sets to these models, and to have a blockchain that can basically seamlessly let collaborators to come together, like a data collaborator or a model builder, to seamlessly use this platform as their own to collect data, build models, get feedback on these models, have these models accessible through our platform, use our platform as a distribution channel, and have agents access them and get paid for these models, and also pass along these rewards to the contributors. To have all of this happen in a more seamless way is probably the end goal. And once that is achieved, once we are in mainnet, we see this happening, we want to see how this can be much more scaled. The ultimate goal, as I told you, is to enable, let's say, 100,000 plus models to be built. Right now, Hugging Face probably has about, in an open source model, about 10,000 plus models currently, and they've been in the space maybe about 3 to 4 years, and AI is just starting. We would see people enabling AI in sectors that we can even not imagine of. we have already started seeing AI in pretty much everything that we do, right from the meetings that we take to seeing the video that we consume and many more as well. We would want AI to be easily accessible. Let anyone build their own model if they wish for. Use OpenLedger as a bootstrapping layer. Use OpenLedger as a protocol that can enable it to happen much easier. So that is the goal, to enable this to have in a very cyclic and easier way to have any average Joe use a platform and build a model.
네, 오픈레저를 백화점으로 한번 이게 비유가 맞는지 모르겠는데 오픈레저가 건물주라고 칩시다. 오픈레저는 여기 이 백화점에 상점을 1000개를 입점을 시키는 게 이제 첫 번째 목표고요. 그러면은 1000개가 상점이 들어오면은 월세를 많이 받겠죠. 그게 결국에 프로토콜의 레비뉴가 될 거고, 두 번째는 AI 모델을 좀 더 쉽게 유저들이 받아들일 수 있게 도구로서의 역할을 좀 해보고 싶다. 궁극적으로 이렇게 말씀을 주셨습니다. 네, 이제 AMA 마지막인데요. 마지막 질문, 5번째 질문하고 한번 마지막 인사를 한번 들어보겠습니다. 네, 마지막 질문. 한국 유저들은 오픈레저의 로드맵에 대해서 정말 궁금해하는데요. 단기적으로 예정되어 있는 오픈레저의 로드맵, 마일스톤을 한번 설명해 주시면 감사하겠습니다.
Sure. So we are in Testnet, as I mentioned. We are running our Epoch Testnet 2. We will also probably have another Epoch 3 as part of the Testnet, which will be the last phase of the Testnet. And once that is completed, in about 2 months, we are looking to go mainnet as well. The first version of the mainnet will be announced. It will be a staggered mainnet. The first version will enable people to use our platform to collect datasets and build models with that. And the second part of the mainnet is where they will be able to have these models available for users to access. Once that is out, you have the entire product, the blockchain being out. We also want to encourage more people to build on us. We currently have about 10 plus firms that are building AI models on us right now. This is community built models. We have a team which is an ex-Google DeepMind team who's building a model around internet datasets, like verticalized internet datasets. They basically collect specialized data from internet and have that available for other model developers to use. And then we have a team which is building a model for basically mental health. It's a doctor who's building that. It's quite exciting. And we have a team which is building a model around solidity. We have a team which is building a model around Move as a programming language. All of these could enable co-pilot agents and audit agents to be built as well. So like this, there are many more community-driven models that are being currently built. We would want these models to go mainnet as we go mainnet as well. They're also in development currently, and they go mainnet with us. And then we have partnerships with enterprises that we're going to announce soon, and consumers can start accessing these models as well. We have a partnership with Kaito. We're looking to launch a model with them. And then we'll also be working with a couple of other enterprises in this space. We're working with Dubai Tax Authority. We're building a model for them. Couple more will be announced soon as well. So all of those are to TBD, and I would want the community to continue to support us, provide us with feedback, and look out for these milestones and launches that are about to come.
네, 감사합니다. 이제 거의 이제 AMA 질문도 마무리돼가고 있는데요. 이제 마지막 한마디, 한국 커뮤니티에 전하고 싶은 마지막 한마디가 있다면 어떤 게 있을지 인사말로 한번 부탁드리겠습니다.
I was quite excited to come here to Korea. I'm in love with the city. It's a vibrant and high energy city. The Web3 community is very strong compared to other nations. I met a lot of people who are part of the OpenLedger community, a lot of people who have participated in our testnet. Would love to have more and more participation from your side. Would love to get feedback for the Korean community. We're looking to do something exclusive for the Korean community as well in terms of testnet and airdrop. So I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to come here often, and look forward for our mainnet, and love to have you guys actively participate as well. And thanks a lot for your time as well. I love this interview, and I also liked spending time with you guys. Thank you.
네, 감사합니다. 오픈레저 코어 컨트리뷰터 람이었습니다. 감사합니다.
Thank you. Thank you.